Get okay, what up, organic fanatics? Let me guess. Tibbs should have played rookies more. Let me guess. Kolek and Hooporty would have helped us win. Let me guess. You should have put Kolek in the fourth quarter. That he would have defended better at the 3-point line. They would have been the answer. Let me guess. Tibbs sucks at rotation. Let me guess. Indiana played 10 players. We should have played everybody. Even though that team's been around and been together 2 or 3 years together already. Let me guess. Mikal Bridges isn't worth the picks that we did for him. He's struggling out there. Let me guess. Jalen Brunson is not who we thought he was. Let me guess. We would have been better if we would have kept Randall and Dante DiVincenzo. Yeah, you guys are something else, man. 9 games in, people are already losing their mind. People are already going crazy. Uh, if you watch any of the shows, watch episode 1, season 3. We said it. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time for things to work out. On top of that, we only have maybe 7 healthy players, maybe 8, and those rookies you can't count on. And by the way, he did give Kolek some shot earlier in the game. If you guys were watching the game, you would have saw he was getting beat on defense. He did good 3 in scoring, but you can't go point for point. You have to make stops and stop runs. And we did that a couple of times in the game. We had a couple of times against Indiana. We had 4 stops in a row, 3 stops in a row. But you got your main players playing 40 minutes because we had to. We had to. It wasn't an option to bring in rookies or anyone that's not going to be able to get burnt. When he did bring them in, they got cooked. And that's when we had to get the defense in. That's why Deuce had to come in and get that run stopped. Because in the beginning, when they were playing those youngins, they were getting burnt and cooked around the corner. That's why you had to do it. We had times where we had 4 or 5 stops, but you only have a certain amount of players. That's why in 6 out of the 9 games or 7 games that we had all 5 players in double figures, that's not a good thing because we are short at a rotation. Our depth is minimal right now. We don't have any of our best player defenders to do it. So you got 5 players essentially playing 10 players. You had our starting 5 playing against their starters and their bench, and then you guys still want more. You want Hooporty, who's going to get cooked on the offense, and who can't create offense. Hooporty cannot create offense. So since he can't create offense, just like how Mitch would, what is that man going to do? He's going to cheat and double somebody else and make it even harder to score. That's where you get that. Okay, same thing with Sims. That's why Sims played limited minutes. He's good rebounding and picking, but when he lacks on offense, their man's gonna cheat, double Brunson, double Cat, or whatever else. That's not an easy answer. You can just say switch a rotation on there. Same thing with Kolek. Kolek did good, finding players shooting a 3-point shot here and there, but he was getting cooked on the defensive side. So you give us 3 points and then you lose 3 points because you're fouling the guy and getting an and one. What are you guys talking about? What, are you guys watching the game or are you just watching to complain? You should know that it's going to take time for these guys to gel and get back together. I can't judge this team and really go in on them until I have a healthy squad and then go judge off the healthy squad. That's why he said it's going to take 20 games. I'm not even really looking at the team till after December because we're going to have chemistry and gelling and needing all that to happen. And I was saying that with Precious in the team. And on top of that, you got Precious out, who obviously would have changed the outcome of this game and some of the other losses. But this is going to build more chemistry. And in losses, you learn. You learn, yes. Where were you guys that were complaining about Bridges when he was hitting the shots the other game, when he was scoring, when he was doing this other thing? It takes time. They're gassed. 41 points, 40 minutes per player for the most part. It happens. That's why you saw them go off and hit more shots. Their legs were tired. Their legs were tired. Defending, guarding, running after players, running to the line after you just did all types of incredible moves to try to score and hit threes and do else. Run back and then guard that. It's not easy. It's not something that you can just say, oh, there's the answer. It doesn't work that way. This is going to people saying Tibbs is running his play. There is no other players. There is no substitution. There's no one else you can tag in the tag team match. It's a Royal Rumble and you're the last player there. You got to fight everybody. It takes patience, hard work, and you're going to get those games. And I can see some losses if we had a full team, but we don't have the full team. If Cam was there, we would have a different outcome. He would have ran, scored, put pressure, different. Pressure's there, there would be a difference on there. Winning, challenge, defense, rebounding. We were winning on the rebound game. We couldn't just close out. It's one game. It's okay. They had injuries. We had injuries too. We had more decimal bodies that are more important than them. They had, it's other than Neesmith, other guys that were on the team ain't really getting burned like that. They did good. Yo, I'll give. Y'all got it. Y'all did good. But you people turning already, losing your minds on a team that's decimated. If we had a whole squad, everybody's there, and we lost a terrible game, I'll ride with you. I can understand some of that. But you guys are something else, man. I mean, I get it. Maybe it gives you views, maybe it gives you clicks. You know, I don't know. If it does, more power to you guys. I just don't understand the logic. I'd love for you guys actually to make sense, to not only point out the negative, but to point out the obvious, that we don't have players and all that, and then make your case about it. But I don't know. It's another loss, but I think we're just under 500. This one took us out of 500. 500 with a decimated team. I'm all right with that. You've seen the development of Cat. Cat is balling out his mind. Jalen is forcing some. He's trying to figure his game out. It's going to take a while for them to figure it out. How Bridges can implement his game, that's going to take some time to figure it out. That's what I was saying, late December, and that's with a full team. Still going to take some time. You're not going to see us until like January, late January, where we're going to get some kind of rhythm and understanding once the team's together. And even then, you're going to have Mitchell you're going to have to implement. You're going to have Precious in a couple of weeks coming in. Then you're going to have to implement Sham. And then Shamit, sorry, Sham. Sham's Warrior. Anyway, that's going to take some time to gel. All the teams you guys are comparing been together for years together. I don't get it. Nonetheless, it was a tough loss. We collapsed in the fourth, tired legs, exhausted. It was another road trip game. Kudos to them. You know, Halliburton, you a sucker. Talking all that when the team's gassed, like you was actually doing something. You was scoreless to the end, and then you started making your run when we tired. You got it. You and Trey, you're a little talking. That you got that now. I want to hear that later though. When we loaded up, we had a full squad. Keep that same energy. That's all I'm saying. Keep that same energy. And to you guys already jumping off the bandwagon, how do you think you guys can enjoy the ride? It takes bumps and bruises. That's what makes when you get to that parade, when we get the chip, that's what gets you the joy, because you go through the rough losses, the ups and downs, the struggles, the growth. You can't see anything. You guys are the fans that thought 82-0. You guys ones that thought 82, we're just gonna mollywop everybody. It's gonna be a landslide. But you guys don't see the growth or the development. I mean, I don't know. I'm just as mad about you guys as you guys are about the Knicks. So I guess we're in the same outfit. You guys are frustrating, but I love you. I know y'all that we have all sides of it. I guess vent, get it out, let it out. I guess bottling it in is worse. If you keep it in, maybe that suppresses anger and comes out in other ways. So I'd rather you just go ahead, get in you, express yourself, let it out. Don't let it fester in. But when we start winning, I want you guys to keep that same energy too. When Mikal Bridges is getting 30 points a game and doing all that, keep that same energy with the concern. All right, keep that. Don't switch sides again. You guys, stiff neck. Anyway, salute to the New York Knickerbockers fighting all the time. The blue and orange, heaviest jersey to wear. Apparently, it's the heaviest shirt to wear, even for fans. Apparently, it's a heavy jersey for fans too. You figure a heavy jersey will help you. It'd be like a weighted blanket, like an emotional blanket, like Linus for you guys. But apparently not. Maybe it's too much. Maybe it's too heavy. It's choking and suppressing you. You can't breathe. It's too much. I can't believe it. We lost in the fourth quarter. And they should have played Kolick. And Kolick should have gotten in the game, and he would have won it. And Party, the 17 minutes he's played, he would have won it for us. You guys are ridiculous, bro. Knicks Nation. Yay. Anyway, boom, boom, boom.